There is a place on Earth where sunlight has never touched, where pressure is so crushing it can snap steel like paper, and where the rules that govern life on the surface quietly fall apart. No birds fly here, no plants grow, and no sound from the human world survives the descent. And yet this place is not empty, because as we sink deeper into the ocean, past what maps once called the end, we enter a realm that feels less like Earth and more like another planet. The deepest zone of the ocean, where nothing should exist yet somehow does, beginning our journey as light fades away, until at around 1,000 meters the last traces of sunlight vanish and the ocean stops behaving like the world we know. Darkness becomes permanent, temperature hovers just above freezing, pressure keeps increasing, and while surface creatures would instantly collapse here, life adapts, growing enormous mouths, needle-like teeth, and glowing organs to hunt in the dark. But this is only the beginning, because far below lies a place scientists once believed completely lifeless, the Abyssal Plain. A vast underwater desert where food is so scarce that life survives on a slow rain of drifting remains called marine snow, forcing creatures to break another rule of life by slowing down, barely moving, growing slowly, conserving energy, surviving years without eating as sea cucumbers crawl like ghosts and starfish stretch thin across the seafloor. Yet even this harsh world follows some familiar patterns until we descend deeper still, past 6,000 meters into the Hadal zone, named after the underworld itself, where trenches plunge so deep Mount Everest could disappear inside them, where pressure is over 1,000 times stronger than at the surface and proteins should fail, yet life persists in bodies built like living pressure suits, softer bones, flexible forms, cells protected by stabilizing molecules, fish without swim bladders drifting calmly where nothing should survive, raising haunting questions scientists still cannot answer about how life evolved here or how long it has existed. And then comes one of the deepest mysteries of all: energy. Because life normally depends on sunlight, yet here sunlight has never existed, and instead entire ecosystems thrive on chemicals rising from the earth itself through chemosynthesis, with worms without mouths, crabs crawling through toxic vents, bacteria forming the base of a food web powered not by the sun but by the planet's interior, forcing us to ask a larger question. If life can survive here in crushing pressure, freezing cold, and total darkness, where else might life exist? Especially when we have explored only a fraction of these depths and new species appear almost every time we descend. Creatures with translucent bodies, metal-absorbing tissues, and unfamiliar forms that seem to rewrite biology itself. Until finally we zoom back out, realizing that while humans build cities and map continents, beneath kilometers of black water entire worlds remain hidden, quietly breaking every rule we thought life had to follow. reminding us that Earth is far from fully known, that life is stranger and more resilient than we imagine, and that the greatest unknown worlds may not be above us in the stars, but beneath our feet, waiting in the dark.